Hey guys, another review. This one's going to be on a sharpener. Okay, I got two new sharpeners recently. Maybe you saw my other video. This is one of them, Sharpening Systems. This is a Lansky brand turnbox kit, or otherwise known as the Crock set, Crock stick set. This one I got from Newgram. There's two versions. The cheaper version, which is this, only has the medium stones, or medium rods, medium grit. That's what I'm talking about. The other version has both the medium stones and the fine stones, the white ceramic stones. Price difference, I would have preferred the one with both, but they were out of stock at the time. This one was about $10 or $11, somewhere around there. The one with both stones, on average price, I see anywhere from $17, $18, all the way up to like $22. Not a huge price difference. If you can get the other one, definitely get the one with both rods. However, that being said, I've been using this, and I actually really like the one. I really like the medium rods, the kind of toothy edge they put on some blades. Now, how this works, it's just a block, okay, very simple. They have two or four cutouts, I should say, here drilled in. The left side, and it's marked on the front here, is set for 20 degrees. So when you put your rods in this side, it's 20 degrees angle that's set, and on this side, it's 25 degrees. Okay, so depending on what kind of knife you're sharpening, what kind of edge angle you want, you would use these different slots. Now I see some people even rubber banding a pencil or pen across the bottom here to get different angles. Okay, and you can go among look around the forums, knifeforums.com or bladeforums.com, and find threads about that where they actually figured out that a single wooden pencil would change the angle to whatever, if you want maybe a slightly steeper angle, or in some cases maybe an acute angle. I don't know. But there are different modifications you can make to this to get different angles set. Alright, so what you have is basically just the wood block with the cutouts. Okay, the other side, it's cut, okay, and there's a single screw here, Phillips head screw, that the wood block pivots on. Okay, and then you have two holes drilled out that accommodate the rods for storage. So this is it. You could take this on the road with you if you need to, if you're going on vacation or traveling somewhere and you need to sharpen your knives. It's really good. Everything's compact, really simple. You just rotate the back here, let your rods come out. Get the one side, and I'm actually going to rotate the other way to let the other one come out. So there you go. You have your rods in there. I'm actually, for this demonstration, I'm going to sharpen a very cheap knife I have at, I'm going to put a 20-degree angle. Now, 20 degrees is going to be per side. So each rod is set at 20 degrees. All you have to do is hold your blade nice and straight, and you'll get a 20-degree edge as you slide down. 20 degrees per side, meaning it's a 40-degree edge in total. Okay, so on, for example, the Sharp Maker, you have a 40-degree edge because they're talking about both sides together. Okay, the 30-degree edge meaning that you're going to have 15 on each side. So this is going to be 20 on each side. Now the knife I'm going to use is an actual clone. Got this a while ago. It's really, really crappy. It's a clone of a Kershaw Leek. Okay, it's fast, but it's horrible. Lockup's very bad. If this clip wasn't here when I opened the frame lock, it would probably snap off. Very poor quality. But it's the only knife I have right now that happens to be dull. And I'll show you that right here with some paper. Now this is partially serrated. You cannot do a serrated edge on a round stone like this. You can only do that on like the Spyderco Sharp Maker because it has triangular stones. There's a corner that's very thin that would get in between those serrations. This, however, this system will not sharpen serrated blades. The advantage of having a rod system like this, the ceramic stones, is that you can, however, sharpen recurve blades, all different kinds of blades like that, but no serrations. So for this video, I'm just going to be sharpening the plain edge portion of this knife. So let me show you a demonstration beforehand. Oh, it's hard. It's not even cutting. It's bending the paper. All right, that's pretty poor. It's pretty dull right now. So put the paper aside, and what you want to do is, keep your rods to the right of you if you're a righty, so that you have the wood block to hold on to. Tuck your thumb under, or just be very careful. Go nice and slow. All you're doing is keeping your knife straight. You're starting at the bottom portion. Normally it would be down here, but because this is combo edge, I'm only sharpening the plain edge part. So you want to start towards the bottom, and towards the bottom of the edge, but towards the top of the stone. Let me give you this view from the side. Now as you're coming down, you're just dragging towards the tip. Okay. Now what a lot of people say is that when you're using a stone system like this, not to let your tip roll off, because if you let it roll off as you go down, it's going to tend to blunt the tip. For this demonstration purposes, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to, give you an idea of how this thing works and how effective it is. But you want to do one stroke on one side, then switch over doing a stroke on the other side. Just moderate pressure, switching from one side to the other. And again, a side view, starting from the back here, working your way to the front. Other side. Very simple. Okay, so give this a couple strokes. I would say on average, if you have a pretty dull knife and you're starting off with the medium rods here, maybe 15-20 strokes per side. That's what Spyderco recommends on their system. Seems to work out. Alright, now as I get towards the end here, what I want to do is I want to lighten up my pressure. Okay, so it's taking off less metal. So towards the end, go a little lighter, and then eventually, barely, I'm only using 2 fingers here because I want to barely just touch that edge. So I'm kind of cleaning up any burrs that I created. Alright, so let's see what that just little bit of sharpening did, to our blade here. Look at that improvement. Nice clean slice. Whoop. Whoop, caught up again. So I still have some work to do, but hey, a heck of a lot of improvement there. So let me work on this just a little more and see if I can refine this even more. This one was pretty dull, so it needed more than I thought it would. Okay, again, just lightening up my pressure for the last couple strokes. And barely touching it. Alright, let's see what that is. I feel just a little bit of a difference. Let's see. Oh yeah. Nice clean slices now. Oh, kind of running out of paper here. So there you go. Definitely gets the job done. Like I said, I would prefer, both the medium and fine, so that once I get to the point where I need to on the medium stones, I can therefore switch out to the very fine stones. However, this blade steel is very poor, so of course performance is going to be better with a different steel. I don't even know what the steel. It's marked 440, but you know what? I don't believe it, to be honest. And even if it is 440, it's probably not heat treated properly, so it's not retaining the edge that a better knife would. However, this video is not for the knife. It's really just for the sharpening system here. So I have to say I really like this. It's very, very affordable. I recommend this to people all the time now that don't want to shell out a whole lot of money. They only have a couple knives and they don't want to spend $50 $60 on a sharp maker. They want something very simple to use and very cheap. Okay, so definitely have to say this is awesome. Highly recommend this system, both this version or the other one with both rods. If you want something if you want to spend a little bit more, I would suggest for a real beginner to knives, the Lansky sets where they have the the rods similar to my Smith sharpening kit video. Those are probably even more user friendly. You just can't mess it up. With this system, you have to keep your knife straight and you have to go slow, so there's a little bit of skill involved, but I wouldn't even call it skill. I would just say practice. There's a little bit of practice involved. I believe these do come with instructions on how to use it as well. So that's my review of the Smith's Crocks, or excuse me, not the Smith's, the Lansky Turnbox kit or Crock stick set sharpening system. Very, very simple, very cheap. So once again, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you in my next video.